I already miss the opportunity of using this as a Frostpunk fake out. No, we're actually not playing Frostpunk for at least one day this week. We're going to play a couple of fairly miscellaneous games on this Super Saturday. We'll be doing Moonlighter later on, because I really want to sink my teeth further into this game. But first up we have this, Dungeon of Dragon Knight. It is a Grimrock-like, which is an interesting one for me, because that's really not the kind of game that I excel in whatsoever, as we saw before. But the developers of this game reached out to me and said, hey, we made this, you want to have a go at it? And I said, yeah, why not? So let's do it, let's go new game. We're going to create our own team, because that's a recipe for disaster. Old school mode with no map. No, I think I'll keep a map, thanks. And we'll just go with normal mode. I'm going in fairly blind here. I fired up the game for about 5 minutes to see how it all looked and felt. But it looks and feels a-okay. So what I'd like are 4 people in the chat to step forwards our fairly doomed team. We're going to need a name, a race, and a class. Classes are Dragonborn, Dwarves, Elves, and Humans. Do we get much of a description of them? We do. Dwarves, Elder Race, Stout and Strong. Dragonborns, Martial People, descended from dragons. One wonders how. The Knife Ears. And the Humans, a young but dominant race. Jake, do you play Heroes 3? I have never touched Heroes 3. I don't even know what it's all about. Ovalia says, I want to join as a human cleric. Well, that's what we're at right now, so we'll have you in here. Ovalius. As for all this stuff and where to assign it, I have no idea. Which of these looks the most Ovalius? If you're a cleric... I don't have much in the way of that looks like a human cleric to me. That doesn't look very clerical, does he? Well, that'll do. What are clerics even going to be good for? What are humans even good for? There we go. Young but dominant race, quick to adapt. So they get an extra skill point, and that's their lot. Well, if you're going to be cleric, I probably want you to be quite wise and quite intelligent. I've got a lot of points to spend on you, so you can be rather charismatic. But yes, I need that, I probably need that Wisdom High. Regeneration of Cleric Mana. Regeneration for Wizard. We'll give you some Life Magic, but I also want you to be fairly Dark Magical. We get 2 trait points. Healthy. Religious. Life and faith go hand in hand with the... Okay, that sounds like Order from Frostpunk to me. We've got more going on. Strong memory, skilled, stone skin. I'll just give you some stony old skin there. I wonder if I can move... Well, I'll move you to the bottom later on. Alright, that'll do it for Ovalius. Who else is going to step in? Krebsig wants to be a... tanky dwarf with full-on constitution. Sounds good to me. Krebsig. Dwarf tank. That sounds like a fighter to me. Full-on constitution. And anything else I suppose will go into strength. That looks like a tanky old dwarf. You can get some heavy armor and some heavy weapons. He's aggressive and he's mighty. Good enough for me. Next up. The Nelfie says, Jake, if you'd have me, I'd like to be a spell sword if there's such a class. A mix between caster and fighter. I believe that's what Warlord is here. Warlord. A leader of men fighting at the front, leading the party, can fight in melee and cast magical spells. They can wield the heaviest of armor and weaponry, but not proficient in all weapons and magic. So that is the Nelfie. For some reason your name is very hard to read on the chat, but what do I know? I don't know what race you want to be. You can pick that one up. But you said you want to be caster and fighter, so that sounds like strength and magical power. Sounds about right. With a little bit added to most other things. What do we give you there? We'll let you have some fire and critical. Why not? You can be a good-looking and healthy individual. Just call me Nelfie, no the. Well, you chose the when you put yourself into Twitch, but we'll be nice and give you that. And I don't know what race you're after, but we'll just go with Dragonborn. Alright, fourth one will be up. And we have Ron209 saying that they want to be a knife-eared rogue. Rogue, huh? That sounds like Ranger to me. Special skills, sudden attack, can generate a great amount of damage, can wear light armor and use light weapons. Man, what is with these? Right, who's the most roguish looking one? They're all pretty awful, but we'll go with that. Not the biggest fan of elves, me, but what you gonna do? I'm also not a D&D or fantasy individual. So if you're roguish, that means you're pretty high in charisma, you're fairly intelligent, and yeah, fairly damn intelligent. Well, no, you'd have good dexterity for stealing stuff, light armor, throwing. Fast recovery and strong will for our roguish individual. This can only be better than Grimrock 2, right? Says Krebby. Well, the party already seems a bit more balanced than what we had before, so let's roll with this motley crew. And I think the game will have its intro now, so I'll sit back and shut up.
Somehow, you and your expedition team went deep in the forest. You were exhausted after being lost for a long time. But there was no way to get out of this dead place. When everyone was desperate, a woman appeared in front of you. She told you that the house she lived was not far from here, where she could offer food and shelter to everyone. The house was absolutely so simple that it seemed to be the entrance to a cave. But when you wanted to find this woman, she disappeared. You could no longer move forward. The team decided to rest here. However, when you pushed the door into the house, you realized that things were not what you thought they were.
Greetings, my friends. My name is Rula. I'm so sorry to put you in this situation, but I don't have any other choice since I am not strong enough to save the world by myself. The situation is very dire indeed. In the depths of this dungeon, there is a fallen dragon knight, Samhain. He has a powerful magical orb, which is capable of opening the gates of hell. I fear he will use it to summon forth demons in an attempt to destroy the world, and I'm afraid I must ask you to stop him. Alas, Samhain's magic has sealed away my own, so I cannot aid you in battle. However, to help you as best as I can, I will provide weapons, armor, and other items to you. With your help, I believe we can save our world. Whenever you find a portal in the dungeon, it will take you back to my hideout, in case you need to rest or purchase new equipment. Use the items you find in the dungeon to aid you in your quest, my heroes. I beg you, help me in saving this world. Please defeat Samhain and retrieve his magical orb before it's too late.
Okay, that escalated pretty quickly. I'm not in the world-saving business, but here we go. Welcome to Is This a Trap? What was our setup here again? I've forgotten who's who and who's doing what. Avalius wanted to be a cleric, and they should be in the back row, which leaves our warlord Nelfie and our tanky dwarf Krebsig on the front row. There's a magic system, which I never did figure out in Grimrock. Heaven help me if I can figure out here. Looks like different kinds of magic, but I don't know what they do. And I'll probably continue to not know what they do, so let's leave that be. Krebsig will probably have to do much of the fighting here, and then what do we have? You have sudden attack. I hope that can hit from the back row. If not, I guess you're going up in the front. So, we did actually play Grimrock. We should know how this works. Let's go for it. Steal ourselves some light source. And, oh yeah, the game has this. The game has some strange bullet text. Which I guess is shared by people that go into the game. I think the first thing that I'm going to be doing is turning that off. Alright, didn't I give you throwing weapon as well? Have a rock. Now I'm going to forget people's names so quickly. We have Nelfi, Krebsig, Ovalius, and Ron. We also have some free money. Yoink. So I think it's giving us a bit of hand-holding on the way forward for the... Is this a trap area? Like that. That looks like a trap if ever I've seen one. So let's put a rock down there, take it back, and not get our legs chewed off. Which is not a lesson I ended up learning in Grimrock either. Same for here. I didn't just kick it off, did I? No. And I can't game the system. Alright, oh, oops. How do I select just one? That's how I throw just one. Ah, okay, shift. Shift to grab just one. And this, another lesson that I didn't learn in the first game, there are hidden switches in the walls. And for me that's fairly hidden. What do we have here? Doesn't look like something I can trust at all. Okay, there we go. So our good old Ronnie Rogue at the back can attack from back row. Great. But stick to your stones there. Oh my.
Is there anything you want?
I appear to be in a tavern now, or I'm back at the title screen. We can buy stuff, we can probably sell stuff. Looks like they got food, crummy armor. Are we actually wearing any armor? No, we're all pretty naked here. Interesting. Well, I would like my front row to be not completely dead. And this doesn't cost a lot. So let's grab ourselves just a little bit of what I assume will be armor. Gives us armor class, something I never truly figured out. And I wouldn't mind giving our dragon warlord guy some kind of weapon. I forget what he specializes in. Fire, magic, and critical. But he's got a good bit of strength on him. You will not use it in real combat if you have any other choice. It's a light weapon. Well, I'll just give you a bone hammer for now. And this is what our belongings are, so... So... Don't need to heal the team. Let's just get out of here. So that looks like a portal to go to places for shopping and healing. Now, how do I give you what I just picked up from there? Do we have a shared bag somewhere? That's what I want to know. One would think so, or maybe it goes into a bag that's only at the tavern.
Is there anything you want?
All to bag. Alright, so Ovalius now has everything that we bought. Gotcha. Alright, so then I want our front row guys wearing this, I would imagine. And I want you to have an actual weapon. Krebsig will just fight with his bare fists. Seems something tankish enough, and they are wearing their crummy armor at least. Alright, that's probably figured out. Let's move on. Search the wall carefully. How carefully? Jake, how does food work in the game? We've got a food bar, and I'm going to assume that we eat stuff to keep that high, much like in Grimrock. Maybe I didn't search the wall carefully enough, but I thought I had. Oh, well, let's just move on. Unconcerned. There's a map, thank God, because I would not be able to manage this kind of thing without one. Hang on, what's that door? It acts like there's something here. Oh, no, I'm not known for my perception skill, so let's move on. Lovely, the best part of Grimrock, says Naffle, staring at walls. Well, I never did figure out that part of it. It wasn't until we came to a so-called puzzle in Grimrock that I had that. A letter, put something in it. I'd rather not. There's another trap there, so I can just go... there we go. Got something shiny over here, though. What is that? Looks like a bagpipe. So I want that, but I don't know how to open my way into it. Possibly with this lock, although the lock looks like it's more to do with that door. I think a plus side to this game as opposed to Grimrock is we won't have people in chat that know the solutions to the puzzles here, and then constantly rip into me for not knowing them myself. We do, however, have sausages, so there you go, Krebby. 60 food. This is definitely not pork nor beef. And some moldy old bread for another 50 food. Don't have much choice here. And another lock. Well, we haven't found any keys of the sort, so I guess there's still a ways to go. Hey, I remember that from Grimrock as well. Got ourselves a key, so we'll just have Neffy be the one that carries everything. They got a weight capacity of 48. Jings, the ones in the back are fragile. As it happens, Krebsig's the one that can hold the most, but I'm sure we'll get them some heavy enough weaponry down the line. Another key. In what's apparently a secret place. well, thanks for that, but I want my stone back. I am stingy. Let's keep on going. Iron key and copper key. So it varies what doors they're going to open. Middle MP potion. We picked up another one. Okay, so a small, medium, and I would assume larger potions down the line. And what is this? Torchlight. Is that going to tell me how to use these spells? Because none of these look like torchlights to me. Well, I don't know where to begin with doing magic in this game. Maybe when we run into our first enemy I'll figure it out. Is there anything I've missed around here? Probably stuff around there, but let's see what this is. Well, it's no zoom tube. But I imagine our key is useful here. We've got ourselves the bagpipes, which is actually a fish barbecue. 80 food, but apparently it reeks. You're pretty stingy with money, aren't you? Exceedingly. Let's just race our way through this. Easy money. And another spell. Burning Hand. Was it you that I gave the fire magic to? No, you got the dark magic. Neffy got the fire magic. So can I give Fire Hand to you? Well, that fairly chews up the magic, but we'll have that in case of... Oh. So how fast do you regain that magic of yours? I don't know. Let's go and see what else there is before I stumble into our first foe. Ooh. Just have Neffy steal all the food here. The food seems to go down rather quickly. Almost guaranteed to forget about that. Can you use the pins on the map? Yeah, and we can also enter text on it. Cool. Not that I'm sure what I would put on it anyway. Also, where are we? Ah, here we are. I was thinking we were down here. We're just staring right into these traps. Wonder what triggered them. Maybe it was just when I turned this on. Try not to murder your party too fast, says Docteur. I'll do my best. Alright, well, let's say hello to Giant Rat and give it what's for. How do I actually cast that? Cannot cast when moving. Well, whatever, kill this thing. Maybe I have to right-click on it to use it. Oh, right, well, helps when you actually have mana. There we go. Away with you. Get our stones back. And keep on moving. My mighty dwarven body shall shield this weak knife ear. Well, it did. You two took the brunt of the attacks, and the folks in the back didn't have to worry about it. Although I wonder what I can actually have you do. You have a bunch of spells that I don't think you can cast, and I don't really know what they are. What is this, though? Vampiric Embrace. But we don't have the magic for it. What else do you have? Okay, that could come in handy. At least I can just click on the enemy to attack instead of having to click on my party for it. Let's get ourselves backed into a corner, because Blade Storm has you dead and then some. And a staggering 9 gold for killing the blob. Oh! And that is a pretty giant rat. Easy peasy. I've become all paranoid with looking for things on the walls now, thanks to that time with Grimrock. Oh, I was so not impressed with all of that. This is a wall that can be broken down, right? Damn right I'm right. When am I ever not right? Well, for breaking down the wall, you can be awarded with the Bugger Cloak, extra armor class. It's also worth some dosh. Its owner would have never thought he'd leave. Would have never thought that he had to leave earlier with this dilapidated cloak. Okay, well, it's not that great then. Get some more magic. Color spray. That sounds very Ginyu Forcey. That said, you don't seem to have it. Is there a way that I'm meant to use these, or do we have to hold them to be able to do them? I don't know what I'm meant to do with scrolls here. Can't put them on the party member either, and I don't seem to learn what's on them. Maybe it's something to do with those runes, and I'm playing without runes. Because man, the runes in Grimrock just threw me a wobbler. Alright, let us see what was here first. A whole load of nothing. Let's carry on. Got ourselves an arrow without a bow. I'm curious what you plan on doing with it. Like that the obvious thing to do with a bunch of crates in your way is to throw a stone at it. Alright, here we are back at the, whatchamacallit, the tavern place. And I wonder if resting up here regains our mana.
Would you like to have a drink with me when all of this is over? Thanks, my heroes.
Doing that, reset the order here, which is not at all what I'm after. We can buy plenty of food. Doesn't weigh a lot, but I have a feeling that my people will want to eat. So let's grab ourselves 4 bits of moldy old bread for you to chew down. And that'll be all, thanks. I'm much too stingy for anything else, is what I would say, but you could really do with a weapon. So I'll give you another bony old hammer, or maybe a rough sword. Doesn't tell me how strong they are, but I'll take it anyway. There you go. What I haven't looked into is saving at all. So we've saved. Is this a trap? Oh well, down we go. And up I go. What did I just hear down there? A giant beetle, a la Dungeon Keeper. Well, have that. Being blocked by crummy stuff over there. Alright, just grab everything back, down it goes, and let's get that bread. People are getting a touch hungry, so let's eat up. Right click on it to eat. And I bet all that bread I brought I didn't actually give to somebody, did I? Well, good thing the tavern's right here.
Do you like to have a drink with me when all of this is over?
I have a feeling that a prudent thing to do would be to give everybody some bread to hold on to, and also buy a bunch more. Even the bread they sell here is moldy. Just grab the whole lot, and then give that so that everybody has an extra bit of bread. Knife here sure isn't getting a whole lot.
Thanks, my heroes.
Alright, you already ate, but you... Oh, it does not feel appetizing, does it? Alright, onwards and upwards. What exactly do we have here? Got some bangers. So all these steel bell-like things. That looks like well, I'm not good at telling what things are like, but I'm assuming it's a bow. So is there a way to open that thing up? Not that I'm seeing. Also, oh! Almost too clever for my own good there. What did we get? Well, the fact that I couldn't tell what it is doesn't help us, does it? Did somebody grab and equip it? What was it? Perhaps I should have grabbed it rather than just running right on top of it, but I couldn't tell. That cleric has an arrow. Yeah, we picked up an arrow earlier. He can't attack with that, though. What is this, though? Huh. Maybe it was something that allowed you to have this here. A sling of sorts? I cannot tell. Oh, cribbins. That did a bit more than the 0 damage that we saw earlier. Whew. Okay, right. Not too shabby with that. Can I take... I'd like to give you those rocks, but you're pretty good at throwing things as best I can tell. Yeah, not in a million years. But out of options. Alright, let's press on into the... Ooh. If it was red, it would be like Amnesia, the Dark Descent, where all the walls turn into jam. Right, shift click to grab just one. Got a lock going on there. I assume we want another one here. Spirit Bolt. That sounds more like dark magic for you. Costs 10 magic, you have 17. But again, the only thing that I can have you do is vampire-y thing, and you don't have the mana to do that even once for some reason. Well, down we go. Down we continue to go. Easy peasy. And did I just get a second throwy knife out of that? I just wanted to select that, not cast it, but more fool me. Right, down you go. Disgusting slimy monster. $4 gold doesn't feel like a whole lot when I swear we picked up about 1,000 earlier on. What also doesn't feel like much is my lack of fire. Can I put you back up here? Yeah, and it still burns. What if I take it back? Oh no. It'll burn its last if I continue to hold it, but that looks like money over there. So I'll have that, thanks. Oh. Well, moldy bread we give to the knife here. It's not racist if it's against a race that doesn't exist. Face the death. Is that Shrek? So long. Not sure I have many other options of where to go other than facing death. I think I'd at least rather face him somewhere where I have a bit of mobility, as long as I don't back myself into that. However, some sweet loot will go a ways here. There we go, now the people up front have a bit more defense going for them. All done there. Alright, have at then. Jings. Oh, right, he's got a friend. Well, that can't be good for me. Alright, I face death. What now? Here's a thought. Could I give you this to drink, and then you do get set on fire? What a terrifying foe. grab all our stuff back and continue on. There, I think we faced death. Death faced us straight back. Okay, thought that thing would pop out and bring me the pain. Maybe it will here. I mean, the place is called, is this a hello. Uh-oh. Don't think I was noticed by the other one, at least. No, it's just biding its time for us. Was that 120 or a 12 and 0 when I did this? Okay, no, I think it was 2 hits. A 12 and a 0. But at least in combat, our party is faring a whole lot better than it did back in the Grimrock days. My days, those did not go so well for us. Done and done right. Also, everybody leveled up, so how does that work around here? And am I not getting all of my stones back all the time? So we get one extra thing to give ourselves. Magical power. Yes, please. And we also get one extra skill point. Well, you're doing well with the fire magics. Keep that up. Or do I have to apply it somewhere? Ah, yes, the accept. Is there something else for me to get? No, your up one thing is gone now. Does Krebsig not get one? No, he's just barely not able to level up. I guess dwarves just learn a bit slower. Right, you there in the back. You're a cleric. Let's make you even wiser. And I want more dark magic out of you. And I just want the most charismatic rogue there is. Damage of throwing weapons by 20% for each skill point. At 5th level you can throw weapons from both hands with one action. Alright, that's our leveling done. This is where all the... I mean, those poor little ogre things were just trapped in these little rooms for so long. No wonder they weren't very impressed when I tried to pop them out. Keep plenty of fire on us. Wonder if there's anything to be had in here. And it seems like there is not. Really? Nothing? Kinda worth it for the XP, but what a shame. Your party had more memes than combat strength. What you mean in Grimrock? I don't buy these accusations. Well, we got a couple of dead party members now, including our healer. Well, they won't be healing anymore. Now it's feeling a bit more grim rocky. Oh well, see you later. I better get back to the tavern and see if I can wrest away this slight affliction of death. Okay, when you get 1700 gold makes me wonder why I would worry about getting 4 or 7 gold from a monster drop. Sadly, there's no fist spell in GR2, says C-Space. I mean, I'm not into magic and wizardry and all that other stuff. I would just like to cast fist till the end of days. Is this my only option, really? Heading back? The only way forward is through that beetly thing, and I would like to have my party considerably more alive right now. Ah, right. Never did find any keys for these locks, did I? I did not. At least the dead probably don't need to eat. Oh no, I never went over here. What do we have here? More stones for the dead one to carry. Is that a trap? No. That was a trap. And then we're taken back to... oh, a little bit before it. How nice. Ooh, close, but not quite there. Oh, right. I hadn't triggered all of them yet. I should probably just chuck the corpses onto these traps to pre-trigger them. Alright. Okay, we didn't get out of the way in time. We'll get it. Fourth time the charm. Looks like I can't be so gung-ho against that fire trap. we have here? No, really, what do we have here? What is this? A rough holy symbol. Does 1d6 damage. Oh, this does show damage that things do. 1d6, 1d8. Interesting. Throwing star for you. Even though you're a bit dead. I wonder if there's anything left to be done out here. Except wonder where its sound went. Now that looks like a trap. A trap that I will not literally fall for. Oh. Oh dear. Well, at least I didn't fall for that trap. I think I'd need a way to get through this to proceed. And they all look like traps to death. Well, I'll pass on all of that, thanks. Trapdoor was a pretty amazing show. At least that's what I choose to remember. What are my options here, though? Can we just... Oh yeah. When you're this good, just comes naturally. Yeah, how about you enjoy a bow? Back when you're alive. And some more arrows for you too. That all sounds pretty useful. Odds are pretty good that I would have got myself killed there, but I feel like maybe there's a place I need to throw a stone. And let's save, because we keep dying these days. Generous of the game to autosave for us. Is there something I can throw this at? Like that. Can we throw that far? Why have you got some kind of burning ring thing going on? Oh, you're really hungry. Well, eat up then. The dead, of course, know no hunger. Dang, if only you could throw just a little bit further. Hold on, what about that? Ooh. How potentially useful. what did that achieve? Ah! If only something would achieve the rest of my party being alive again. There's a left that just says throw. What does it mean, though? This looks a bit booby-trapped. Maybe it means throw it at that. Ah. Valuable lessons learned today. Although, where's the potion of bring my dead team back to life? Chance my way through that. Don't know why Angry Face only blasted once. Okay, now we have enhancement, but it costs 20 magic and nobody has 20 magic. Okay, that took us quite the distance. Oh! Okay! I don't like how my magic doesn't work on you. Let's guzzle this down and guzzle this down. Just try to have you fragged. Got any more of those magic potions? What I could do with them? Just big ones, and that seems like a bit of a waste, but... Godspeed. We really are down to last man standing here, but it's all on you, Nelfie. Whew. I'll get 500 EXP for that, but I noticed that... Well, it said that. You sure don't look like you got 500 EXP there. I guess that's slightly better than being eaten straight up by the mimic. But please grab the key, grab yourself a rock, and drag our friends who couldn't make it over the finish line, please. No telling where this is going to take us. Oh, we're back here, and it got us a key. key that we needed for here. Did that actually open anything? Because I think I need 2 keys to get through this. Which means there must be a path that I need to take but have not yet taken around here. And it'll be the path of that giant beetle. Okay, let's try and make our way back to the tavern and see if we can't rest up and resurrect our fallen. A clever me would have stuck a thing in the teleporter that brings us back to the tavern. Oh no, it's this, which is here. Alright, good, we're close. Hope this works.
Do you like to have a drink with me when all of this is over?
Well, I got rid of the competition, so it really would be with us. Alright, let's... Oocha. Oh well, needs must.
Do you like to have a drink with me when all of this is over?
Some peppers. Minus 20 hit points. So hot like fireball in your mouth. Why would I do such a thing? Well, I should probably grab ourselves some extra bread. And get on with it. Maybe the chili lets you breathe fire. What is this, Kirby? Alright, back to it. We slaughter the big old beetle, and I imagine we find our way forward even further. Except which way was that? I think it was this way, because this was all the traps and that. Also, maybe I should sort people out with the items they were given. Wouldn't you like to have a bow? No. Well, perhaps our roguish individual would like a bow, which means they'd probably like the arrows to go with it. And you're good at throwing, so take a shuriken. Take all the shurikens. You're a cleric, so what you should be doing is casting delicious healing magic for us. Not much to say for you. Is anybody terribly hungry? Well, you're terribly hungry. Dispense the food a bit. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. Where was that big old nasty? Alright, now we should have everything we need to take care of you. Does this actually work? Good. Yeah. That fire really does 0 damage sometimes. Easy peasy. glad it remembers who had what, so I just need to walk over things to grab them back. I think... Oh, hello. I think Grimrock did the same thing. But I was fairly oblivious for a lot of things that Grimrock was doing. Where's that key? One of the keys I got from my incredible cunning and wisdom. This one I get from our bravery and wanton destruction, right? Oh, and you're finally able to level up here. Could do with you being a whole lot stronger. And a whole lot better at athletics. Increases your health by 10 for each skill point. And then increases da-da-da-da-da. Let's have you a bit better at attacking with your weapons. Yep. Yeah, you know, you can just stay right there. Probably be better to give myself a good way to leg it back. So first off... Ouch. I don't think it's seen me. Maybe I shouldn't just flick every lever that I find. It's good to know we have a way back to our friendly tavern. Ooh. That looks like a nice weapon for you to have. A rough mace for 1d10 damage. Excellent. I don't really need to go back to the tavern. I will, however, save with what I've got and keep on going. Also, what is this? Block. Alright, makes sense. It is blocking us after all. Alright, let's progress further. I don't roll my lucky die these days, Naffle. I make my own luck. He says, as the slimy ones come out to get me, but I'll have them lined up so they can only come at me one at a time. Dare I say, an excellent choice. The damage I'm taking here though, so let's just heal up a bit and keep that damage going. I guess this is why they gave us a tavern nearby, because we're taking quite a slapping here. There we go. No problem. It's a shame that not having enough magic to cast actually uses up your attack there, though. And you have your level up. I mean, why do anything other than have high charisma? Increases magical power and mana of the warlord, and increases the speed at which mana is restored. Perhaps this is a bit wasted on somebody that doesn't use mana. But we do it anyway. Doesn't sound like charisma to me, but what do I know? So you're a mimic. Well, you're probably a mimic. Yep. Well, I regret my choices already. At least now I have a full team to attack you with. Making that all too easy. Ah, as expected. There's the other key, and that's our way out of here. This seems suspicious, but we'll do it anyway. Yeah. Alright, in you go, key. And off we go, key. Into the dark. Well, the walls are all different. But not so different that I can't find the switches. Now I'm in this dark dungeon. I do not know how long I can go, says the letter. Picking up lots of letters, but... Can I have that sword, please? Or that sword? Or even that sword? Wait, this is a secret place? I just walked in here. Get ourselves some cheese, get ourselves another scroll that we don't really know what they do. When I see these, though, it looks like somebody just exploded, so I'm wary of there being some kind of trap, but we're not seeing anything of the sorts here. Now this guy exploded as well. Okay, looked like a panel, but it isn't a panel. Let's grab this, and... oh. Trying to do a fast one on me, are you? There we go. Just busy having some trust issues here. Feels like there's traps galore here. Alright, Valius, you've earned it. You can have your very own peasant cloth now. Ooh, okay. Let's not stand right in front of that thing. Don't know what kind of attack you're doing there, but it's just not enough. Down you go. Ah! Of course, the rat here would want its cheese. Where did that even come from, the idea that rats eat cheese? Rats eat anything. Any more for any more of that? Game loves to throw those fireballs at me. I don't know how I knew I could break down that other wall, it just kind of spoke to me. So is there no entrance point here? Something will open it up, I'm sure. Probably this lock. Because I probably want whatever's lying there. Are you going to the Castle EU4 game in Poland again this year? Asks Lul Nude. Yes. Yes, I will. Ah. At least I have this as a relatively safe area to be. I thought it was some kind of enemy, but no. It was just a big old harmless explosion. Now these must be spiky traps, right? And yet, they don't spiky trap me when I walk on them. I still don't feel particularly safe with them about, though. What's this all about? No, I don't know, and I won't claim to know. I have one last quick check, but I'm not seeing anything. At least I'm not having my lucky moment of, oh, which way is west? Oh well, leave that be. There's like a square there. Is that somewhere I didn't stand or something? I want to give that one last check. I know our perception skill is not amazing, but what's with this part? A trap door. Don't fall through that trap door. Also, don't let your people starve to death. Did this one reset itself or something? I thought I had already activated them all. Gave my heart a bit of a skip, but oh well. How about you... Jinx plus 60 magic and we only have a cap of 18 or so. Glug. No, glug that down. Heal us all up. And we keep on moving. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, the sooner we take those down, the sooner we find what's in the middle here, so... Hold your horses there. I have to level up before I do this. May cleric's magical power and mana. Magical power. Yes. Get that fire magic even more magical. Don't know what the difference in the gemmy parts here are. Fireball at level 3. Oops. How do I fireball? Sounds good. Alright, I want to see this in action. Where do I still have any magic potions? Only big ones, so never mind that. Doesn't tell me how much it costs to use, sadly. But I don't think my 5 MP will be enough. You there. Chow down. Ovalius. Ovalius the Wise. Someday you'll be able to cast dark magic. Someday. Alright, let's try our luck. Okay, I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to cast that. Dang, we really don't have a lot of magic to go around here. more for any more? No. But we do, however, grab the key, I assume for that lock. Well, it wasn't down here, was it? No, there was no locks to key. That's a room I need to figure out. This, however... Plunk. Another guy with a sword that I'd quite like, but he won't give it up. And another huge amount of money. Makes you wonder why enemies even drop dosh. Wonder if I can jump on you. Touche. Touche, game. I mean, I suppose the weight of four fully grown adventurers dressed in their peasant garbs would crush even a giant beetle to death. The Legend of Mario Rock, says Lythandril. Alright, let's activate that. Oh, we activate this as well. Eat this! Oh my days. Also, oh my days. Let's have you one at a time, please. I wonder if it's me or the game being wrong when it comes to mana pacing, because I just never have the anything to do what I want with magic spells. Prego Lil123 says, is it true that your plan is to become a full-time streamer after Paradox? Why, yes. I'll talk quite a bit more about that plan in due time. I will not, however, become a full-time Grimrock streamer. Or a Grimoire streamer. Full-time or otherwise. And that looks like a friendly guy. I'd like to let him out of his confines, but the keys we find around here are the keys that break upon single use, sadly. No more viewer reduction strats. Oh, there will continue to be viewer reduction strats. Wrong bug there, Relics, and you know it. Alright, well, onwards and upwards. Must be something here. Okay. Could I have not climbed the ladder instead of just falling down? Jake, I hear there's some beef with Budget Monk. That's news to me. Oh, Christ. Hello, Shrek. I still can't use this awesome spell. Even if I want to. I do want to. What are viewer reduction strats? Asks Shen1412. Playing bad games or fake outs? I never really understood that. It's just something we do when there are too many viewers around. Because once you get above 500 or so, it just becomes pretty unbearable. Viewer reduction strats is like when I was playing the Mayo and Taxes mod that everybody was wanting to see for some reason, and then I just fake it out to the zen of Sudoku, and then you have to be punished with 1 hour of incredibly slow-paced Sudoku action. What did this even do for me? Probably something up above. That was a great fake out. There were so many angry scrubs, says Tomato. Yes, there were, and it was good. Perhaps even my finest hour. Except for that time I played Draken for over an hour, but it was all a prelude to a Hat in Time weekly one-shot. That was a viewer reduction strat, because everybody was like, oh, it's Draken streaming day, and away they go. And then it's, oh, wait, no, it's actually a good game. But people had already left by then. It was a good time for me. And let's check out around here. I think it might have unlocked our fiery friend. Yes. No. This, however, was not open, and that's a key that I need. I've forgotten already where the lock was, but we'll go and check it out. Let's get that sweet healing, by the way. Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me where the lock was, so let's just plow on. Ooh. I don't know why I thought this would be the way, but I did. I imagine everybody's getting a bit peckish, so let's eat ourselves a chicken leg, a bunch of cheese, grommet, some moldy ass bread, and definitely moldy bread for you, but you can wash it down with some cheese. That can't be fun to eat. Where was that? Ah, I think it was back in the main room with the enemies. No, there was a lock there, but I already unlocked it. There was another lock. Where was it? If there's one thing I can't do, it's have a short-term memory. Yeah, this is it, but I doubt my key will work there a second time. I was watching this thing, it was like, repeat these numbers after me, and then they list, I don't know, 8 numbers, and I was lost after the 4th one. I just can't handle those tests of memory. Some more peasant cloth that I'll give to our peasantry elven friend. Is there a door I missed there? In a manner of speaking, yikes. What a trap. Running a touch low on the fire, sadly. I'll have to sort that out soon, or else I'll be casting fire from my hands just to be able to see which way to go. Oh well. That'll do nicely. Tell you what though, let's take a nap, because I haven't tried that yet. Rank E for excellent, no doubt.
Is there anything you want?
Well, not healing, because we don't need any of that. I could probably do with an extra torch, considering ours ran out. There. And can I sell to you, I wonder? Did I really get all 20 back? By giving you one that was almost extinguished? I mean, I paid 20 for one. Well, good for me. Maybe dwarves would like this weapon. Light weapon. Would you like this weapon? Rough sword seems a bit tat.
Yes.
One D10 sure beats 1D not 10. Alright, groovy. Jake, have you played a Atelier game series? Any plan on plowing on stream someday? That's a bit hard to follow there, Psycho Belka. But have I played Atelier games? I've played a couple of them. They were terrible, so I have no intention of playing any more again. Except my older brother once played an Atelier game on the PS2 that looked really good. I can't remember what was really good about it though. I can't remember what name it was, but one thing I noticed was that every item had a every item seemed to have a level, and there was a load of leveling items. Kind of Disgaea-like in the grind. But the way it came together just... oh, bollocks. How do I go down ladders instead of just falling down? Something about it looked good, and I'd like to figure out what someday. Really, where was that lock? Was it next to the fire guy? Jake, I think your timing for leaving Paradox was perfect. The company is at its height. It'd be incredibly hard to keep up the success. I mean, there wasn't that much... well, there wasn't that kind of thinking going into it. In life, I always do what I want to do, and this was the extension of that. Of course, the lock was right here. Well, hello, fiery friend. Let me just heal myself up, because I have a feeling you're not going to be that friendly to me, even though I am letting you out of your confines. Aren't you happy? Don't look that happy. Arrow does nothing. Attack does nothing. Well, you know what? I'll just say goodbye to you and skedaddle. Get ourselves a giant potion of God knows what. What have we here? Is this that mental quiz with the doors and the goat and the car? I'm no Monty Holler, but one thing I do know is never do anything right. And a bit more, I don't want to be falling down that. Don't fall through that trap door. Yoink. Oh. Hey Jake, I discovered you thanks to the Frostpunk runs and remained for the commentary, gameplay and vibes. Here's to months of lurking and very occasional commenting. Well, Desirio, lurking is the highest form of existence, so congratulations for that. Is this on a timer or a... Yes, it is. Okay. Not so okay. Lurking's great, because you figure out how something works before just jumping in, flailing about like a massive eccentric. We've had plenty of those. Okay. Apparently something missed me there, but it was probably the way to figure out the puzzle. No encouraging letter around here. No. I'll just eat it. I'll just eat it. Better than... Oh. Oof. And a bit more oof. Don't like any of that. They're all at it now, but we shall persevere and we shall win. Come on, Shrek. Whew. And they're not done yet. In fact, we're the ones that are almost done here. Drink up. And drink up. And continue the aggression. Man, that beef with Budget Monk thing is still playing on my head though. I mean, that's someone that I've never spoken to or about. Maybe that's what the beef is. Like, I have spoken to him and they're offended I've forgotten. Alright, another warpy way out. I should remember that there's a lock thing here. I should go strange. Oh, caps lock's on. That's strange. Strange demon face lock thing. Yeah, teleportation thing there is not going to hide dosh from me. Do we do everything here? Well, there's that door there, which I assume is... Hang on, assumption is bad. Yeah, I'm still going to assume this is a door that's opened up by this lock. Okay. Still rather go back into the one on the left, but... Never do anything right. felt that one. Okay, how do I go down these stairs? Well, this ladder, rather. Well, a moot point. Whoa. Give me the gold. There we go. Hang on, I have a perfect idea. It's almost too perfect. Up you get, up you get. Where's that bugger? Come down here, come down here. They don't seem to be coming over for my my Goomba stomping. Fair enough. Then you shall die. Is there another one that wants some? No, they'd rather stay up there. Fair enough. Let's get some healing going on. And some leveling up going on. Magical power. Fiery magical power. Maybe what I should be doing is getting you stuff that gets you more MP in total. Because that 15 is just not cutting the mustard. As for you, Ovalius, just whatever makes you more clerical. Magical power and mana, please. Get on full dark magic. Maybe finally be able to cast one of them. Alright. Getting a bit packaged there, so just chow down some bangers. Oh, everyone's getting a touch peckish here. Unless you want to eat rocks, though. I'm a little low on food for you. That, I think's the best I can do you. Oh, no, they're gonna let me in now. No, no they won't. That went smoothly. This one, however, seems keen on not letting me up. There we go. Come and have a go. Done and done right. I'm also stealing this, hope you don't mind. A couple more levels up. Can't have a rogue that isn't charismatic. And how are you really good at throwing things? At 5th level you can throw weapons from both hands with one action. Interesting. So should I give the bow over to you and then you just throw knives and shurikens? Seems pretty rad. You seem to not understand how to use a bow there, my friend. Alright, well, have a rock instead. Another lock. Another place to chuck this. I feel like I got something out of the last one. I didn't get anything out of this one. Am I missing something from down here? Well, I and no. Mostly no. Well, one more. Let's do our best not to fall down these, but there's something there. So there must be a way to turn these on. Or can I just throw a rock at that? Never seeing that again. Is it timed? Yeah. Expertly done. But I mean, how could you expect any less? I wonder if that's a key for one of the other places I was at. I'm led to assume so. So if I'd started with the right, we would have done this in a fine order. Copper key, normal lock. Well, the normal one looked to be the center one. But since I've slaughtered everything, we shouldn't have any problem carrying on here. In you go. I don't trust it. Okay, now I trust it. We got ourselves okay, sure. Can I have my rock back? I really quite like my rock back. I can even see it there. Okay. Oh, I did not like this. I did not like this at all. So in you go. And that gets us... I'm just going to assume, even though this is some kind of door apparently, at least that's how it shows up on the map. See that? It probably opens up the way back at the teleporty place. But it does not. Why would it not? What could it mean? Asding says, I can assume that Jake enjoyed Legend of Grimrock, but Brelix points out you assume wrong. But apparently chat enjoyed it. What am I missing here? I stuck in that tongue lock, but it didn't appear to open anything. Fat load of nothing there. And this still isn't open, and I would assume that's what needs to be open. I'd say I'm enjoying this a bit more than Grimrock. This is definitely not my genre of game, definitely not, but there was something about Grimrock that, yeah, probably the fact that it looked like it was very open, but if you treated it like it was very open, you just got manhandled. Then again, I also didn't play Grimrock very well at all. I don't think I need to see you. I do, however, need to level up Krebby, who should be even stronger and be even better with his heavy mace thing. You'll learn to dual wield. Oh, great. You should be considerably stronger now. That's what I'm banking on, at least. Achievement Get Into the Dark. Oh, and those are showing up on screen as well. How convenient. Another club thing. Good on you. Alright, we're into Broken Prison, and that feels like where I'm going to call this. I was never intending on making a full playthrough out of this, but I wanted to give it a quick look. Yeah, there's more to these kinds of first-person dungeon crawly things than just Grimrock, Grimoire, and Swords and Serpents. I mean, it remains not the genre for me, but it was interesting to give this a shot, and if it looked alright for you, then this is Dungeon of Dragon Knight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stream down, go and have some pretty late lunch, and I'll be back with more Moonlighter. Today is definitely a day for miscellaneous game. Moonlighter, I don't know if I want to make a full playthrough out of that, but I certainly want to dig my teeth a bit further into it, because at a glance, I'm not sure if it's anywhere quite as good as Reciteer, but only a glance is not enough there. So let's save up there. I mean, it's a good place to leave Nelfi, Krebzig, Ron, and Avalius. They get locked in prison as we go on to another game to make some sweet profits. So cheers for joining. I'll be back in, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes.